What you see behind me is Tongyi Refugee Village. Now this is an IDP village, which means these people were driven off their homes by the Burmese army. They couldn't make it to the border of Thailand and become official refugees, so they're stuck here in limbo as IDPs, internally displaced people. Now I've been told that there's about 350 families living in the village. Each one of the families has suffered at the very least the loss of their home, their rice fields, their way of life. Many have lost family members. So we're going to go down to the village now and we're going to meet some of the IDPs. But each one of these people brings with them a story. And I have with me today my friend. What is your name?
My name is Duen Liang.
Lang.
My mom name is Zai Nya.
Saya, okay.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
Now I'm 22.
22 years old. When did you come to Doi Talang?
I come to Thailand in 1999.
And why did you come here?
Because inside our Shan state, there are many trouble things like the SPDC burned down our village, like our home, like they forced the villager to go to the city and to live in a city. And so we have no place, no food. No.
So the SPDC came and they burned your village.
Yeah, yes.
And did they warn you first? Did they give you some notice, or did they just come in one day and burn?
Yeah, they warned us for 3 days.
3 days warning.
3 days to move to the city.
Away.
Yes. But how can we move firstly? Because our village and the city very poor. So
you don't have money
yeah.
for moving. My name's Antonio Graceffo. I'm a freelance writer, and for the last 3 months, off and on, I've been embedded with the Shan State Army, one of the rebel army groups fighting against the Burmese government inside of Burma. My project is called In Shanland. I hope this video will help people to understand the situation inside of Burma. The war in Burma has been going on since before the end of the Second World War. Today, under military rule, Burma is one of the poorest countries in the world. The entire country has been subjected to much suffering at the hands of the military junta. Burma is home to countless tribes and ethnic minorities, with Burmans making up somewhere between 40 and 60% of the population. The tribal minorities have been singled out for especially severe treatment by the Burman majority-led army, the SPDC, State Peace and Development Council. Ethnic minorities are used as forced labor, slaves, human mind detectors, and porters, who are beaten and even killed if they can't work fast enough or if they collapse from lack of food.
He was a porter almost 4 years, and also the Burmese soldier cut his skin here with a knife.
How long have you lived in Doi Talang?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. And why did she come here?
Because it was not safe to live in their village, because the Burmese soldier always come to their village and torture the villager and as well as his or her parents too.
Her parents? Were her parents killed? And when the Burmese soldier came to their village, they hold her hand out of the house, and then they burned the house with their parents in the house. They didn't have time to get out of the house, so the Burmese soldier burned the house. In Shan State, a new army was formed under Colonel Yod Sir. The SSA, Shan State Army, has adopted a non-drug policy. At present, the SSA has between 6,000 and 10,000 troops. SSA has 2 large permanent bases near the Thai border, Loi Talang and Loi Kovan. Both camps have become islands of safety for the IDPs, internally displaced people, driven from their villages by the SPDC. Loi Talang, the focus of my project, is home to 350 refugee families. There are nearly 1,000 students at the school on the base. The dormitory houses more than 600 unaccompanied minors. 250 of them are actual orphans. The others may have 1 or 2 parents still living, but their families have given them to the SSA so that they could continue their education and live in safety. It is illegal to teach Shan language inside of Burma, so most Shan children only learn to read and write their native tongue after coming to Loi Talang.
Sorry, what grade is he in? What grade in school? What grade is he in?
中6啊 6th grade
And why is he only? Why is he 21 and he's still in school?
10點乜原因係曬計嘅？Because he came here, he's still 16, so that's why he's still grade 6, start off from grade 1.
So he started grade 1 when he came here.
Yeah.
So he had no education in Shan State before. Okay, why?
Because no school, he cannot attend school.
There was no school in his village.
No school in his village.
In addition to Shan language, the children at Loitelang learn Thai, English, and Burmese. It is arguably the best school in Shan State. My project, in Shanland, defies the Burmese government's ban on journalism. I've crossed the border under the protection of the army to produce a series of films and written articles which I'm releasing at the rate of 1 per week for a year in the hopes of raising awareness about the situation inside of Shan State. In Shanland, my video project will document the lives, joys, and suffering of the internally displaced people, orphans, soldiers, and civilians living at the Loitelang facility. The Shan young people are intelligent, literate, and thinking. This project will allow them to tell their stories to the world, a world that has ignored their suffering. As always, I'm Antonio Graceffo, and I ask you please, say a prayer for the people of Burma.